Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever it is you're at. I don't know what it is, but welcome everyone to the Losers Lounge podcast here, wherever you're listening, whatever time it is, and oh, it is that time of the year. It is finally December. Oh yes, this time of year is always pretty chaotic as such, but it's always pretty good, and especially when we've got a deadline to deal with. Yes, NXT deadline. It is this weekend, and I am very excited. Oh, this is going to be such a good show. But of course, we can't do it alone, of course, so we gotta start with the introductions, and I think this time I will start the introductions off with one hell of a man, someone who, honestly, if you mess with, it's a bad idea. That, of course, being the Skull King, Beast Mode 9000.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, guys, gals, and non-binary pals, it is I, the Skull King, Beast Mode 9000, back here on the Losers Lounge podcast to talk about our NXT, gentlemen. Goddamn, I am super pumped. Whenever it's takeover season, and yes, I still call them takeovers because they are always takeovers to me since they started going back on tour in bigger arenas. Man, I am so pumped for TakeOver Deadline. The card looks great. I have a couple of opinions on a couple of the matches, but we will definitely get to that. But I am always excited to talk about some of the wrestling here on the podcast with you gents.
Trust me, man. I wish I could call them takeovers again too, cause goddamn, that name is just so burnt into my head for NXT pay-per-views that, yeah, it just feels right. But of course, there is a man out there who knows his fair share about NXT himself. That, of course, being the OG of OGs, the man of all mans. That, of course, being the heelest of Balors, HeelBalor.
What's up, folks? The heelest of Balors is here. As you can tell, I am yawning because, well, the pod took a little bit of a nap. But I am here. There's no way in heck that I would miss talking NXT with my friends in here, the losers, and talking about TakeOver. The card looks very, very good, especially after a very questionable Survivor Series. So this should be fun. A good thing to cleanse your palate and stuff like that. So I can't wait to talk about it.
Trust me, man, whenever NXT does a show right after a main roster pay-per-view, it feels like a good cleansing of the palate, I would say. I mean, NXT is, in our opinion, the A brand of WWE, so very much we know what's up with it, and I know of a man who knows what's up with it too. That, of course, being Steep.
Yellow. It is that time of the year again, like we said, man. It's not a pay-per-view week without us. We always kick things off, and I'm excited to get into this. I really hope that everyone's doing well and that you guys are preparing safely for the upcoming holidays and festivities this month. Wishing you all a happy early season to that. And, it is that time of the year. It is deadline. And hopefully this washes the taste out of whatever that show was that just happened. Yeah, you know what? Never even mind that. NXT's here to save the day after that god awful fuckfest shit we just fucking saw. But I'm ready for Deadline. I'm sure everybody else is, and let's kick things into high gear.
Oh, yeah. I mean, of course, Survivor Series wasn't really that great, so, hey, at least NXT's here to save the day with 5 matches. Nice and simple, nice and easy. A pretty stacked card, I'd say, so I think we should get to it, and we'll start things off with the only non-title match on the show. Well, technically, not the only, but, well, in terms of, like, traditional matches in this case. That, of course, being Izzy Dame versus Tatum Paxley. Of course, this has been all started off because Izzy Dame wanted a shot at the NXT Women's title after Tatum won the title. And she's been attempting to get into it, being like, hey, can I have a title shot? Can I have a title shot? But nope. Tatum was not going for it, so Izzy was like, alright, if I can't get a title shot, nobody gets a title shot. And so she costed Tatum the belt, giving it back to, oh god, Jacy Jane. And well, now we're here. Tatum's pissed. Tatum wants revenge. And so she's got herself a match with Izzy Dame. Beast, I'll start with you here. Who have you got between Tatum and Izzy?
Kicking things off with a match that I literally, I hinted at that I have a couple opinions about a couple of the matches. Kicking things off with the match that I have the opinion on. Man, so I hate to say I would do it better, but I would do it better because holy shit, this story is fine, right? It is not how it should have been done, in my opinion. I'm gonna give you my prediction first off. I think that Tatum Paxley is going over 100%. Getting her win back after losing the women's championship. Here is what I would have done, however. I would have had that same match go down, Tatum versus Jacy Jane for the women's title, but don't turn Izzy Dame. Not yet. I would have had Tatum retain with the help of the culling. Be like, oh my god, the culling helped her retain. That's pretty rad. Maybe Tatum's going to turn heel. Next week, Tatum could have been like, man, I did it. I did it. I retained the NXT Women's Championship, and I did it with the help of my friends. Isn't that right? You guys are my friends. And like, Tatum, we helped you win because we want to see you succeed. We're not your friends. Don't get it twisted. We just want to help you succeed because we see that in you. And Tatum's like, well, I did it, right? I did it. Like, yeah, you did, but you didn't do it on your own because we had to help you. We want to see you succeed and do it on your own. But you couldn't do it. You couldn't put JC away on your own. You weren't woman enough to do it. Have Izzy Dame say that. I think that'd be a rad line. And then Izzy Dame be like, but you know who is woman enough to do it, Tatum? Me. And then that's where she would turn on Tatum. And then that would lead to, because Izzy was like, I want a title match. Well, Tatum wouldn't give it to her. Tatum wanted to prove that, she could do it on her own. Well, she couldn't do it on her own. The culling had to help her. And then that would lead to a title match at Deadline, where Izzy Dame would beat Tatum Paxley. That's just me. I think that is a better story. I think that it would have played out so much better than it did here because, yes, Tatum's pissed. And it shows that this is a story that has a lot of thought in it, but it would have played out a lot better if there was some really, really high stakes in it being the women's championship. That's how it should have been done. And goddamn, I hate to say that I'd be better on the pen, but I would be better on the pen. Have me book the shows, please, because holy fuck, it's a good story, but I can do it better. Ding.
Massive ding.
Massive ding. But yeah, Tatum Paxley, I got going over. But if this was for the women's title, which it should have been, like how I just laid out, Izzy Dame would be going over. But you know what? I got Tatum going. She got to get her win back. And I know, yes, people are sad over it. I'm sad over the breakup too, because I would have loved to see, Tatum Paxley reigning further on with the women's title and not being the shortest reigning NXT Women's Champion of all fucking time. But unfortunately, it is what it is. Tatum got her moment in the sun. It should have been longer, but oh well. And yeah, man, I just think it could have been a lot better done. Definitely. And yeah, man. And the name is the culling. So I mean, she kind of got what she deserved by hanging around with people that are called the culling. If you look up what the word culling means, I mean, the writing was on the wall. But yeah, I got Tatum going over in this one-on-one.
Ah, man, I tell you, I wish this was for the world title, absolutely, but as ever, NXT sometimes can make bad decisions, and, well, while they've mostly been going well, Yeah, that's been probably the worst decision they've made so far. HeelBalor, I'll actually go with you next. Who have you got between Tatum and Izzy?
Tatum Paxley losing the NXT Women's Championship and becoming the shortest reigning holder of that belt pisses me off, and I don't really want to linger on it too much, honestly, but I was not happy. Thieves and Beasts know that. It was not a happy night for me. It was not a happy night for us. It was not a happy night for Tatum fans. On the other hand, Izzy Dame has been getting a lot of heat. She got turned her mic off chance this past week in NXT and stuff like that. She's getting a lot of heat. The story is there, but in my opinion, it should have had the championship title involved. It should be a fun match, obviously. Tatum's going over in this whole thing, and yeah, pretty much I think everything Beast said, I'm sure Steeps is going to say as well. Pretty much how I got right here. So Tatum Paxley's winning. But I will say again, Izzy Dame has really improved in my opinion since Stand and Deliver, in my opinion, in that ladder match. So she's really grown on me. So there's that. But fuck you for screwing over Tatum.
She absolutely has, Will, and that's why I think it should be for the women's title, because, I mean, yes, Izzy has grown a lot, and to give her the women's title now to show her growth would have been so rad, but you know what? Fuck me, I guess.
What do we know?
Yeah, exactly. What do we know? Yeah. Not like I haven't booked anything in the past. Oh, wait. I had a whole show that I did. Right.
Yeah, and I know a fair bit about booking myself too, being involved in the E-Fed scene and all that sort of thing. So, yeah, but still, this has just been ridiculous. Steep, who have you got between Izzy and Tatum?
Justice for fucking Tatum. Seriously. Justice for fucking Tatum. And
Facts.
bring Izzy to her justice as well when she fucking gets the shit kicked out of her. But I hate what they really did and took away from us. And I know that this is what it led to with this betrayal and all that. You really could have done that regardless with the title there, it really just irks me and it really just pisses me off. And I really hate that they did this. And I really want, justice to be brought to Tatum with, giving what she deserves, and that's another chance at the championship and a actual run this time. She should have held it till Stand and Deliver at least. I really hope she just mauls fucking Izzy. I really, really just hope so. Just go ballistic on her.
As ballistic as possible?
Absolutely. Absolutely. So yeah, my prediction is Tatum. And like I said earlier, if this was for the belt, I think that's would have been where Izzy does get it, and that would have been honestly a better way to get that crowd reaction. And if she was the one that deprived Tatum of the championship, that would have been a lot better for her. And this reaction that she's getting, yeah, she's where she needs to be now. But if she had that title on her, the reactions would have been louder. The hatred, the despise, the bitterment towards her would have been a lot more, egregious from the fans.
Dude, you could cut that shit with a knife if she beat Tatum for the title, dude. Like, yeah, she got to turn the mic off chance. That's rad. But dude, if she beat Tatum for the title, that heat would have been nuclear.
Indeed, it would be. Absolutely.
Honestly, like if Izzy won the belt from Tatum, that would have been just as big as when Ciampa won the belt from Black all those years ago.
God, though that heat from Ciampa in 2018, good. Yeah, like Izzy Dame has really reached, and we'll talk about heat a little later. We talk about one of the deadline matches where they certain individuals. I want to talk about that. But Izzy has really gotten a ton of heat, and especially taking the title off a fan favorite Sean, which was stupid. Like, I guess it was like, oh, here you go, guys, shut up. Here's your title reign. And they took it right off of her. So fuck you, Sean. So I'll just, Beast said things. I remember what Beast said that weekend. All things come in threes, and I believe Tatum lost her belt. Hangman lost his belt at Full Gear. What was the third one? Somebody else lost their title that weekend. But yeah, all three things come in threes. And Izzy screwing Tatum over was the first, and that was a bullshit decision that, in my opinion, and I'm sure everybody else here agrees, shouldn't have happened. Tatum should have held it lot longer And like Steve said, hitting the stand deliver, like, oh, not long title reign, so it don't need that. I know. But at the same time, come on. The
Bro,
shortest reigning.
that shit would have been
Come on.
that shit would have been like fucking 5-6 months, dude. It wouldn't have been fucking
Exactly.
3 years like Roman.
Exactly, man. Like, fuck, just it's so frustrating. It's like, oh, she'll get it back. Maybe she will, but she shouldn't have lost it. No, just not this soon. Like 3 weeks. That's all you give her. I'm sorry, that's bullshit. I'm sorry.
Like, yes, her
by the way.
first reign. Oh, what's up, Steve?
Oh, by the way, because I want to test something. Last time this happened, HeelBalor got blocked. This is why AEW's been booking better. I'm gonna test my luck with you, Sean.
Preach it.
So if I get blocked by Shawn Michaels on Twitter now, we know what happened.
For true. And yes, her first title reign should have been short. Absolutely. She should have lost it at deadline to Izzy, 1000%. But they could have done like a hospitalization angle after that, where Tatum had to go off TV for a while. Then she could have come back like near Stand and Deliver or right after it and come back and just beat the fucking shit out of Izzy Damon. Izzy would still be champ around then, and she would come back more vicious and more hungry and deadly. Like, you could see this fire in her eyes. Like, maybe change her theme song a little bit where it's like a deeper, like more of like a, like you could do like the same, because her theme song slaps, but you could maybe do like the same lyrics or something, but just have it be like a grittier, like more like death metal version of it. And she's like harder and she wants something, and you could see that fucking vicious fire in her eyes. And she would beat the shit out of Izzy Dame, take her title back, and then her second reign could have been longer, and she could have been like, I don't want maybe a heel, but like a vicious tweener. You know, like, I think that'd have been real rad.
Honestly,
but you know, again, what do I know?
Honestly, if you were to change Tatum's fame, I would absolutely go with Ice Nine Kills to do it.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah, of course I'd do that, because, I mean, come on. More licensed music is awesome.
Wait, we got another loser here.
Wait, what?
Holy shit.
The door just opened.
Wait, the door just opened. Wait, who is that?
The forbidden door.
YOLO.
Wait, hold on.
Oh my god!
Yo!
Holy shit! It's Leon!
Can it be? It is!
Oh my god! Holy shit!
Yes, I'm back.
Oh shit, good to see you, Leo.
Wait, we didn't hear. Wait, who heard the gong go off?
I don't know.
There was no gong.
What?
It's just the bing.
Here's a line for all the NASCAR fans. Have you ever? No, I've never.
Wow, this is a surprise.
Holy shit. Holy yeah.
Holy shit.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Welcome back. Yeah.
Welcome back.
Oh, god damn.
I'm glad to be back.
Yeah, it's good to see you there,
Oh,
Leo.
I would have been here earlier, but I was out to lunch.
Fair enough.
Good.
Fair enough.
Where were you left off on?
So
We just started.
Yeah, we had just been talking about the Tatum Paxley versus Izzy Dame match. So, who have you got with that?
Quite frankly, that I can see Izzy winning by nefarious means. But I'm gonna go with my heart because Tatum deserves revenge. Because poor her. Why do you give her the title only to lose it like a month later on her first offense? Like she deserves comeuppance.
Yeah.
So yeah, Tatum, she needs this win.
100%. Abso-freaking-lutely. So, yeah, in terms of who I've got with this, I mean, as everyone has said, like, yeah, it was definitely some bullshit to have Tatum drop the belt to JC. Like, I don't get why you'd have to give the belt back to JC, because, honestly, Izzy would have been a much better choice as a heel champion than JC, and, yeah, Izzy probably wouldn't have held it for long, considering whoever's winning Iron Survivor's probably gonna get the belt, but still, fact of the matter is, Izzy would have been a perfect heel champion sort of thing, but nope, you squandered that opportunity there, Sean. That's probably been your biggest mistake in terms of NXT booking this year. Probably your biggest. Well, there is a few others, but you get the idea. But still, like, this is absolutely a Tatum victory. I've 100% got Tatum winning, because it just makes sense. Tatum needs her payback. She needs her revenge, and she needs to win back, well, everything at this point. So, yeah, I've got Tatum with that one. Oh, man, but I'll tell you, this show is heating up very well, because the next match here, we're about to go into the title matches, and this one, this one's going to be quite an interesting one. It is for the NXT North American Championship, or should I say Canadian Heavyweight Championship, as All Ego Ethan Page defends the title against Mr. Iguana. Yeah, so if you've been keeping up with AAA, which I imagine a lot of people haven't really been keeping up with AAA, and I mean, now that they're airing the actual weekly AAA product on WWE's YouTube, hey, you've got your excuse now to do it. You may know that, Mr. Iguana and Ethan Page, they've been having their fair share of issues. I mean, Mr. Iguana lost the AAA mixed tag team titles with his partner against Ethan and our President of the United States, Chelsea Green, of course. And then Mr. Iguana and Lola Vice, they tried to get him back, but Ethan and Chelsea, they just still a big threat. So it seems like Mr. Iguana wants to get a little bit of payback and go after Ethan Page solo this time. So, Leo, I'll actually start with you. What do you think of Ethan Page versus Mr. Iguana?
Well, I haven't really kept up with what's been going on. Then Mr. Iguana dealing Ethan Page's rental car. But all I see of this is like it's going to be an entertaining match. But the results will be, as I'm sure all of us will most definitely agree on, Ethan Page is retaining. There won't be any changes. As much as I love Mr. Iguana, I love La Yesca. It's a comedy act. If it's not AAA, he's Mr. Iguana's not winning a title unless he comes and actually signs an actual contract with WWE. So I've got Ethan Page to retain.
Ooh, interesting thinking there. Steep, who have you got between Mr. Iguana and Ethan Page?
Yo, first I want to say, Mr. Iguana is the fucking man, dude. Like, I'm always amused watching him. I haven't been that entertained since people like, I mean, he's still around, like R-Truth, Santino Morella, The Rock. I'm fucking Mr. Iguana's fucking hilarious, dude. And always just fucking, he does shit and he's funny. And but that's the whole point of him, right? He's that type of, he's there to entertain. He's there to make people laugh and smile. And he's not the type of guy that like would be, the guy. He's just really there to, you get a kick out of him, right? That's his whole shtick. And you know what? Just to be different, and take a shot in the dark here. I'm gonna go with Mr. Iguana just to, throw a bone out there.
Ooh, that's an interesting way to look at that. Beast, who have you got between Ethan Page and Mr. Iguana?
Man, I need to watch more AAA. I really do, because I love me some Pagano. I love me some Will's boy, motherfucking psycho clown. I love me
Yeah.
some. Yeah, he's dirt. I love me some Mr. Iguana. Like, the men and women on the AAA roster are just fantastically talented. Like, I love watching them wrestle, and the fact that WWE bought them and hasn't really done a lot with them kind of sucks. So, that being the reason number one, and then number two, I am an agent of chaos. I'm an agent of chaos. I don't know if we'd get copyrighted if you would throw the clip or the picture on screen of the Dark Knight Joker, I'm an agent of chaos shit, but that's me. I'm an agent of chaos, and I kind of want to see something dumb happen. The critical thinking part of my brain, as you fine viewers know, I have a duality, right? Slipknot style duality. I push my fingers into my eyes. And there's the critical thinking part of my brain that is, yeah, Ethan Page is going over. Then there's my heart and the agent of chaos side of me, Joker style, where I'm like, man, Mr. Iguana, just to see what the fuck would happen. And fuck it. Fuck it, we ball. I'm going with Mr. Iguana. Just because I want to see what happens. That would be so rad. It probably ain't gonna happen, but come on, give it to Mr. Iguana. Dude, WWE, NXT, Shawn Michaels, I got you. Give it to Mr. Iguana, no balls. No balls. I dare you. I dare you. No balls. Just to see what would happen.
Oh, honestly, I would love to see what happens too. And HeelBalor, who have you got between Ethan Page and Mr. Iguana?
You know what? I'm gonna follow what my boys say, man. Throw a shot in the dark. Mr. Iguana. Why not? Why not? As much as I'm enjoying Ethan Page's NXT North American Championship run, it has been fantastic. Way better than NXT title reign. It's like a little switcheroo. They can give it right back to him, but just to shock it all, like, holy shit, look what we did. Let's give him the title. Why not? So, Mr. Iguana's my pick.
Ooh, I love your thinking, guys. Honestly, Mr. Iguana has become one of my personal favorites throughout the year. Like, seriously, ever since the first Worlds Collide show, honestly, I have fallen in love with Mr. Iguana. He's honestly one of the reasons why I regularly have been watching the AAA product as of late, because he's just so good. Like, he's got the in-ring, like, work rate sort of thing that I really like, sort of thing. But he's also got the character down. And, like, I just love it. Like, it's just so funny and just so unique that I really enjoy it. But, honestly, I think there's probably another AAA star who's probably going to be taking that North American title. Like, look, Ethan Page, he's probably going to be holding on to the belt for a little longer, so I've got Ethan Page winning here. However, after the match, I do see Dr. Wagner Jr. making his return to NXT to confront Ethan Page. Because, you know, AAA does have a massive pay-per-view level show coming up on December 20th. I mean, it's so big that they've got the Wyatt Six involved, and, well, don't know if they'll be fully cleared for it, but we might be seeing the return of the Lucha Brothers, so very much December 20th AAA show might be when Ethan Page drops the belt to Dr. Wagner Jr., maybe, but I feel like that's probably the direction they're gonna go in, but you know what, who can say for sure? But, you know, it's a little surprising to talk about this match earlier in the podcast than we normally would, but you know what? Considering what we've got coming up afterwards, sort of thing, I think it makes a lot of sense to do it here. It is for the NXT World Championship, and it is the rematch that we've all been waiting for. Ricky Saints versus Oba Femi 2? I believe it's 2. It should be 2. Because their last match at No Mercy slapped. Like, that match was fantastic. And honestly, it makes so much sense for them to be doing the redo, for them to be doing the rematch. Oba wants his belt back. Ricky wants to prove that it wasn't a fluke. And now it's officially confirmed to be opening Deadline, which is definitely an interesting direction to go for, but I mean, considering how stacked this card is, I mean, fair enough. So, HeelBalor, I'll start with you here. Who have you got between Ricky Saints and Oba Femi?
You know, I remember at No Mercy, Ricky won the NXT Championship, and like my jaw dropped. I was like, "Wow, okay, they did it this early. All right, that remains to stand deliver." But freaking awesome moment. Ricky's been a fun NXT champ so far, but Obafemi, this dude is a freaking star, and he's a future world champion in the making. Same with Ricky. Their match in No Mercy was very fun, and I have no doubt in my mind they're going to have another, this is a cliche term in the wrestling world, a banger in this one as well. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a very fun match. Opening the show is also pretty cool. I think because obviously the Iron Survivor, the men's Iron Survivor is probably closing, or women, whichever one it may be. Um, there's going to be so much ground to cover with this match, and obviously Ricky Saints is retaining, but just these two going at it again with the rematch. The first match was just so much fun, and I can't wait for the rematch. It's gonna be great. But obviously Ricky is retained the championship. But hey, Oba's gonna give him a good fight. He's gonna give him a good fight, and I can't wait for it. But Ricky Saints is gonna retain.
Oh yeah, that's some good thinking there. Beast, who have you got between Ricky Saints and Oba Femi?
Man, here we go again with the critical thinking and my heart, man. And by the way, I don't know if my audio will come across differently on the pod because that's the joy of hearing it later. I don't know what my audio is going to sound like. I'm actually switching over to my phone as I'm giving my prediction right now because we're currently fostering a little doggo bean right now in my humble abode here in parts unknown. So I want to make sure him and Ellie aren't getting into any trouble, any issues. So I do apologize. My audio sounds a little differently than it usually would because I usually have my predictions in my room with my mic on my computer. But I'm recording them on my Bluetooth headphones that are connected to my phone right now. Just because I want to make sure this little doggo over here isn't getting into any issues. But neither here nor there. Anyway. Here we go again with the critical thinking part of me and my heart, man. I think Ricky Saints and Oba are going to absolutely kill each other again, man. I love watching these two wrestle separately and together. I think together they're capable of magic. And I want to see this match go even longer than their No Mercy match did. I already went with my heart with Mr. Iguana, and I just want to see something crazy happen. I got to go with the critical thinking part of my brain now, man. I would like to see Oba win, so then we could get a rubber match between the two, maybe at Stand and Deliver with like a no holds barred stipulation. I think that'd be really, really rad. But no, it ain't gonna happen, dude. I got Ricky Saints going over 100%. Just thinking critically about it. Ricky Starks, I say Ricky Starks, Ricky Saints, whatever you want to call him, man. It's pretty Ricky number 2. It's the man. I definitely got him going over here, dude. 1000%. Want to see him hold till Stand and Deliver. Even past New Year's Evil with who's gonna win the Iron Survivor. I want to see him hold it till Stand and Deliver and then lose it there, but part of me thinks he's going to lose it at New Year's Evil, and we'll get to that because I have my thoughts regarding the Iron Survivor Challenge when we do get to that. So, but I do have Ricky Saints going over here.
Oh, good thinking there. Leo, who have you got between Ricky Saints and Oba Femi?
Well, I absolutely love their match from No Mercy. Not only because it was a great physical match, but because it was also smartly played. Ricky being the smaller guy and Oba being the 6'6" behemoth that he is, Ricky having to multiple times drop a big man on his head, and even though he's a monster, Oba is still human, and if your brain is knocked, you ain't gonna really be working properly. So it, that's why I love that match so much, and I'm looking forward to this rematch. As to who's gonna win, a part of me can see them putting the title back on Oba just for Ricky to regain it again sometime later. However, I actually see Ricky once again retaining and holding on to that title because I think Oba is finally gonna go up to the main roster right about if not the Royal Rumble, and like sometime after the Rumble, because I think he's ready for that, and is a certain match I want to see once he gets to SmackDown or Raw and get that match by WrestleMania. So
Oh,
I'm gonna say Ricky Saints retains the title.
Ooh, interesting thinking there, especially since, like, Oba could be due for a call-up very soon, so good thinking there. And, Steep, who have you got between Ricky Saints and Oba Femi?
I don't really have much to say outside of it's going to be absolutely one hell of a match. It's going to be very physical and violent and brutal. I really think that we all know where this stands. I think it is time for Oba to really move on from what he's doing now and being in this position. Whatever he does next, being main roster or sticking in NXT and doing other stuff. Even though the main roster could really use him right now, but yeah, I think this is really this is it for Oba, and obviously Ricky's retaining.
Ooh, interesting thinking there. Oh man, honestly, I have been looking forward to this match ever since it was announced. Because I mean, Oba's been the guy for NXT's main event scene. He really is. Like some people may say, "Oh, Trick has been the guy." Blah 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 blah. Oba's the guy. Oba has been the guy since he arrived to NXT. Oba has been unfreaking stoppable, and anytime we get ourselves an Oba Femi match, we know we are in for a treat. And Ricky Saints too. I mean, he has been very impressive since his arrival to NXT at the start of the year. So, god damn, this is a really hard one to go for. My mind obviously is going for Ricky Saints, because yes, obviously with that. My heart, I honestly, with my heart, I wouldn't mind another Obafemi title reign, because I mean, Obafemi is just so damn good that anytime he holds a world title, it's just perfection. But you know what? I'm actually gonna go in the middle here. I'm actually gonna say the match ends in a double DQ. Yes, this means Ricky retains, but it pretty much means like double DQ, double count out, whatever it may be. Pretty much protects both of them. Because honestly, I wouldn't mind a third match in the near future. Whether it be New Year's Evil, Vengeance Day, Stand and Deliver, wherever it may be. Honestly, I don't care when it is, what it is. Just, I wouldn't mind a third match between the two. I absolutely wouldn't. And I think like a double DQ, double count sort of thing probably might work best to do that. So I don't mind that idea at all.
I think that'd be pretty rad. Absolutely. I like the double DQ or double count out idea. Absolutely. To get the rubber match. Hell yeah. Real quick before we move on, Leo, what was that match you were wanting to see with Oba on the main roster? I'm just out of curiosity.
Oba versus Dragunov.
Oh fuck yeah, dude.
Like,
1000%.
I want that match at WrestleMania, and I want them to have just 20 minutes, just beat the shit out of each other.
Inject that into my veins.
Yes, give it to us.
You know what?
Yes.
You know what?
Yes. Yes.
You know what?
Very
Now
nice.
that you brought up that idea, can we please have like Dragunov do a US Open challenge on Saturday night's main event, but only for the NXT talent? And Oba accepts?
Yes, we welcome that. We welcome that, comrades.
Oh. Oh, that is such a good idea. You genius! But my goodness, folks, it is time to get to business. The reason for Deadline being Deadline, that of course being the annual tradition of the Iron Survivor Challenge. Yes, the Iron Survivor Challenge. Honestly, one of the best new stipulations to come out of WWE in a long time. This honestly has been so refreshing of a stipulation match that honestly, yeah, these are going to be fantastic. And I think we'll start things off with the Women's Iron Survivor Challenge here. It is Kendall Gray, the Evolve Women's Champion, taking on Jordan Grace, taking on Sol Ruka, taking on Kalani Jordan, taking on Lola Vice. honestly, this women's field is probably one of the most stacked, and it actually has a lot of intertwining stories in between because, of course, Kalani and Jordan, well, they very much have had their issues lately with the Knockouts World title, which, hey, congratulations to Laying Lee for winning the championship recently. So, yeah, of course, we got Lola Vice having a fair bit of issues with everybody. Sol Ruka, she's been, well, things have been going quite concerningly with Sol Ruka as of late, and I know the boys will definitely
Don't
have a lot to
bullshit me
say.
over. Don't bullshit me over, Sean.
Yeah, I know you guys have a lot to say when it comes to that. And, well, Kendall Gray, definitely an interesting pick there. The Evolve Women's Champion. I mean, Evolve as a brand has been interesting. I mean, at least it's free, so you don't have to pay to watch it on, like, whatever platform it's on, but still, it's definitely interesting to see that pick made. And you know who made all those picks? A man who apparently you can't really see. As a Mr. Jonathan Q. Cena. Yes, John Cena himself made the picks for the Iron Survivor challenges this year. So, I mean, I can see where he's going with this, and I do like his thinking there. So, Steep, I'll start with you here. What do you make of the Women's Iron Survivor challenge?
It's definitely loaded, it's stacked with a whole bunch of people. And ever since this got out, I'm gonna be honest, I haven't really put so much thought into it on, who would come out winning that, because I really don't see a wrong winner of that. I mean, maybe not Kendall Gray, maybe like someone more established, like the other people in the match. But it is stacked, and it definitely is, a rap that they're gonna be taking. Honestly, like my top two favorites that I'm gonna leave it to is, my faves in there, and I always pick my faves. That's a thing of mine. I'm gonna go with Lola Vice. That's someone who I want to win. But as a prediction, I'm gonna throw something out there. This one's for you, HeelBalor. I'm gonna give it to Sol Ruka.
But boy,
Oh, I do
yes,
like your
sir.
thinking there. Like, that is some very good thinking, I'd say. Leo, I'll go with you next. What do you make of this year's Women's Iron Survivor Challenge?
It's an interesting field. I give props to Mr. Jonathan Anthony Cena from West Newbury, Mass. Uh, I like everybody in this match. Like even the ones I'm not the most familiar with, like Kendall Gray. I've only seen the stuff of her when she's appeared on NXT. I don't really watch Evolve. I don't keep up with it. That or AAA is just too much wrestling in one week for me to try to keep up with everything. But I like what I see. And but out of everybody in this match, like you can make an argument for every single one of them, and I would not argue. Yeah, I can see your point. But to me, the one who I believe is gonna win this whole thing is gonna be Kalani Jordan. Because I think they surprise put the TNA Knockouts title on her to see how she would do as a as a world champion, and I think she did pretty good for the most part, even if it wasn't that long. It was only like 3 months or like 4 months, and you know what? I think that was just a test to see how she do. I think she pulled it off, and I think she's gonna win this Iron Survivor. So go on and actually defeat JC Jane to become the new NXT Women's Champion by New Year's Evil.
I'll just send this shit because I'm here, right? I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I mean, some interesting thinking there, I would say for sure with that. Like, very interesting thought there in terms of a thought process for sure. HeelBalor, I'll actually go with you next. What do you make of this year's Women's Iron Survivor Challenge?
It is a very stacked one, and I'm very excited because again, my girls are in this, and Sol Ruka and Kalani, and just seeing them go to battle once again is I'm very excited. It's not the third match, kind of, but it also is the third match. I need that one-on-one once again. Like I need my girls dancing again. I'm very excited to see them clashing again. Lola Vice is great as well. Future NXT Women's Champ, in my opinion, definitely. Jordan Grace, she's kind of just, how do I put this? She's just kind of there, and I do like Jordan Grace. She's just kind of there in this whole thing, which is pretty cool for her. Now, Kendall Gray, that's someone, again, like I'm not too familiar with. I don't watch Evolve, but what I have seen on NXT television, holy crap, she is cool. Oh my gosh, she is really good at what she does. She's fast, she's athletic, she's really good. And like I said, don't watch Evolve, but I am very intrigued in seeing what she's going to do in this match because, like, the Iron Survivor is always fun. I love the concept; it's always great. As for who's going to win, I'm gonna take a page out of the Steepsters book. My girls are in this match. I'm gonna go with my faves here. One, obviously, is my girl Kalani Jordan. She became of course, the inaugural NXT Women's North American champ. She became, knockout women's champion. Again, it's coming from someone who doesn't really care to watch for TNA. But I was very happy for her. Her winning would be just incredible. And I want to address this. Where the NXT? I'm gonna talk to your crowd for a sec. I saw the Summit this past week. The Summit. What the heck is in y'all's heads? What the heck did Kalani do to get booed so badly? Go fuck yourselves. What did she do? Jeez Louise, I saw that segment. I'm like, she's just talking like boos are raining down. Turn her mic off. Chants are turning, like getting up there. I'm like, what the heck did Kalani do to you people? Like, jeez Louise, you went from loving her to like freaking liking her, loving her, liking. Man, y'all fickle as hell.
Like, I
Wrestling
get that
fans are nuts.
she,
Am I right, losers?
I
Holy
get that
shit.
she sided with TNA and the whole invasion sort of thing, but
I
that
guess
doesn't-
that's the reason, but God,
Shitty reason.
that shit pissed me off.
Traitor.
Like, just what the heck? Yeah, that's right. I guess they are treated as like a traitor, like that. That just really hurt me and it pissed me off. I'm like, stop it. Like,
That's weird.
If anything, I think it's just the sign of the people. Like they just want her to turn heel. Like I think it's like a good character change for her because honestly, like as a babyface, she was like cute, like the neighborhood girl like you get along with. But after a while, you need a character change. I think that's kind of what
yeah,
the thing is, and they just kind of got sick of the whole like
yeah.
like she's like on the border thing. Like just go full on it.
Might as well turn her heel. Which I think she did turn heel sometime this year. I just don't remember. Unless she's been like cutting in between tweener, heel, face. I don't know what's going on,
She
but
kind of has.
she has. Okay. Okay, I was just wondering. I was like, that segment really pissed me off. I'm like, what did my girl do to you people? Jeez. And of course, I think you all know where this is going. My pick to win, and Steve said this earlier. My pick to win the Women's Iron Survivor is my girl Soruka. I freaking cried so much this year when she became Women's North American Champion, and she's the longest holder of that championship. I don't like how she lost it, Sean.
That was stupid.
Sean, dumb and stupid, Sean. I had to get that out. That shit pissed me off. Like, I got my match with Mariah and Soul. It was very fun, which ended in I need the rematch, but still ended because Zarya threw in the towel, which we'll address that now. Sean, under any circumstances, do not break up Zaruka, even though sadly he's going to, and I'm going to crash out harder than Jey Uso did this past week. Yeah, what's with these companies trying to break our hearts, boys? Like, oh my gosh, just first AEW breaks up the Acclaimed. Thank God they're back together. Kind of, but they're still back together. And then freaking AEW takes off the AEW World Title off Hangman Page. Fuck you, Khan. And then freaking Sean takes off the Women's Championship off of Tatum Paxley. And then they're about to break up Zaruka. Like,
and don't forget the shit Survivor Series.
Oh yeah, the shitty Survivor Series. Oh, it was good. It was good. It was average. It was average. With my guy being the star front of that shit, Logan Paul, and all these great athletes out there. Anyways, but yeah, in all seriousness, man, yeah, just I really am glad they're keeping Soul in NXT. It looks like they're gonna turn Zarya heel, which is the much better route, Sean. because they were teasing that Soul was going to turn heel, which, how'd that work out for Wesley? Exactly.
It worked out so
Yeah,
bad
like,
that Wes had to go back to TNA.
Which actually is very good for him. Congrats. That's very good for him. That's great. I am, as a big Soruka and Kalani fan, like, I am cool either way. Like, any of these women would be fine. But yeah, Soul is my pick. Do I think she wins the title at New Year's Evil? Please. I don't think it's going to happen, sadly. But crazier things have happened in wrestling. You know, there's the whole thing of, like, Zarya being out there potentially to screw her over, which, again, actually, if I think about it, Soul kind of deserves that, even though you were kind of bad friends. You're about being bad friends to each other. Actually, no, Soruka's more of a bad friend. I don't know. Just kiss and make up, please. And don't break up Zaruka. Like, me and Steeps have been hurt enough with this shit in wrestling. Stop it. I am just very excited for this match. And, again, Soul being the longest reigning women's North American champ in history, which is fantastic for her. I really am excited for this match. So my pick to win the Women's Iron Survivor. And she was the runner-up last year, and I was very upset she didn't win. Hopefully it's her turn this year. I'm going with my girl, Soruka.
Very good thinking there. Oh, by the way, with how you mentioned about Wesley there, I'm still mad about the fact we never got that third Wesley versus Zachary Wentz match. I want that. I want that so fucking bad, considering the story they were telling, and I want that third match at Bound for Glory, but that never happened. At least they've made up and are back together.
Giving us the fucking rubber match though, god damn it.
Oh yeah. Beast, I'll go with you now. What do you make of this year's Women's Iron Survivor Challenge?
I am very excited for this Iron Survivor Challenge. You know, when this stipulation first came in, I didn't think it would work. As soon as I saw the rules, I was like, oh, it's like King of the Mountain, but shittier. Like, this is gonna suck, dude. I don't know if this is gonna work, bro. And it worked so much better than King of the Mountain ever fucking could. Like, oh my god, dude. This shit cooks. Like, I need to shut up and just let them cook sometimes. Like, I am very happy that it has worked out as well as it has, because this, oh my god, dude, I love the Iron Survivor Challenge, like, watching it every year. Like, it is so good. The stories that it tells between the competitors, too, is so rad, man. Never know who's gonna end up in the penalty box together. You never know who's gonna get the pin on who, like, where that's gonna lead later in the year. Somebody gets pissed off that they, took their point away, blah, 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 whatever. Like, I love all that shit so much. Like, it is fantastic. I can't wait for it to get added to the video game, and I hope it will be next year. Anyway, it's neither here nor there. I am very, very pumped, because looking at the lineup, love me some motherfucking Soruka. Soruka is an incredible talent. I could watch her wrestle on loop for days. Same with Jordynne Grace. I've been a fan of Jordynne Grace, God, for years, man. Like, I'm glad she's really come into her own in TNA, and now she's getting the big rub in a big company like WWE. She deserves that shit. Lola Vice, like I've said before, I was never big on Lola Vice at first. I always thought she was just kind of like another pretty face. But man, she is so badass. She is, dude. I could also watch her wrestle for days. And seeing her really also come into her own, and seeing her use her fighting background, like Steve has told me that she was in mixed martial arts too. Seeing her use her fighting background as part of a wrestling style is really rad. I love Lola Vice. I think she is going to do amazing things. Future NXT Women's Champion. I'm surprised she hasn't been yet. Speaking of, Kailani fucking Jordan, like, oh my god. Been a fan of her since day fucking one. I love how athletic she is. I could, again, watch her wrestle on loop for days. Like, there's no person in this match that I'm not impressed with. I love Kailani Jordan. I think she is an incredible talent. And I'm also as well impressed with Kendall Gray. Kendall Gray is the person I know the least about in this match. Because I don't watch Evolve, really. I see clips here and there on Twitter, on Instagram. She's awesome, man. Like, I am excited to watch her wrestle more and learn more about her. She's dope, dude. And I'm excited that she's getting, again, a little bit of a bigger rub here in this match. So I can get to see more of her, too. Like, I think she's really rad, and I'm excited to see what she's going to be able to do and the dope stuff she's going to be able to put on in the Iron Survivor Challenge. So, with all that being said, who do I got? Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think you know. I think you know who I have. Without even me saying it, I think you know. It's been a minute since we've been here, hasn't it? I'm milking it. Is he going to say the thing? Say the line, Bart. Yes.
He said the thing, folks.
That is my prediction. Full stop. Not even as a joke. Like, I know, like, last time, like, when I was actually on the podcast last time, like, there was, like, here's my prediction. Like, I actually predict this person, but also just yes. No, full stop. My prediction is yes. Absolutely. 1000%. Yes. He said the thing. Oh, my God. That's on Skibbly Toilet Sydney Sweeney Scotland style or whatever. That's base Lyle Fuckture or whatever. I said it like I Petro. Yes. Indubiously. 1000%. Yes, absolutely. There is no two ways about it. Yes. Bryan Danielson is feeling a disturbance in the force with how many times I'm saying yes. But yes. That's my prediction.
Oh my God.
Sign me up. Inject it into my veins now. I am going to sit down. My eyes are going to be glued to the screen. My eyes, you know what? You ever get told by your parents that if you look too closely at the TV, your eyes are going to go square? That's going to be me, dude. I'm going to be sitting there just eyes locked on the screen. I won't even blink for the whole match, dude. Like, just, yes. I don't want to miss a moment. Yes. Yes.
Like, I'll
Give it
tell
to
you,
me
your
now.
eyes are gonna turn to bloody trapezoids with how intense you're gonna be
dude.
watching this.
Me bloodshot as shit. I'm gonna stay. If I wasn't straight edge, I'd come out of my room and you'd think I was fucking hotboxing my room with how bloodshot my eyes are gonna be. Like, dude, yes, indeed, 1000%, indubiously, unequivocally, yes.
My goodness, what a way to get to that. Honestly, I am so excited for this match. Like, honestly, Iron Survivor is like one of my favorite match types, like, in WWE history. Like, it is so good. And you know what? Kudos to John Cena for the picks that he made for this match, because my goodness, this is an incredible lineup. This is probably one of the best lineups we've had for Iron Survivor, because realistically, any one of these could win it. I mean, Kendall Gray, the Evolve Women's Champion. I mean, I don't really pay much attention to Evolve myself, even though it is available on YouTube internationally. So I should really be watching it more often. But honestly, Kendall, she is definitely impressive. And to be honest, I wouldn't mind her being a double champ. I wouldn't mind that idea at all. Sol Ruka, criminally underrated. Like, Sol Ruka is so damn good. And honestly, I'm glad she's getting the opportunities that she is getting. And a world title run would be so perfect. Especially, like, I know it's obviously a bad thing to break up Zaruka. And yeah, it absolutely is. Why would you do this? But if you are seriously going to do this, make it a world title story. Like, it would just feel much more impactful for it to be world title.
That will make things 1,000 things better.
Yeah. Like, I prefer if they would be kept together, because, come on, Sol and Zarya, they're awesome together, but still. Kalani Jordan, the quote-unquote traitor, which I call bullshit on that. She was only given that spot out of nowhere because Ash by Elegance had to give up the belt. So, very much, she was just given this opportunity out of nowhere, and also because, well, of a situation that took place involving who Ash's challenger was going to be. But seriously, people, stop giving Kalani shit about siding with the TNA side. Like, come on, people. She was put into this spot out of nowhere. She took advantage of it. And now she's no longer the champion, so now she's no longer the traitor, people. Calm down. But seriously, though, Kalani is just so good. She is fan-freaking-tastic. And I mean, Lola Vice, I mean, it's Lola fucking Vice. Come on, she is amazing. One of the best female competitors in the entirety of the WWE roster. I mean, she's been impressing everywhere. Even in AAA, she's been doing some great stuff at the moment, teaming up with Mr. Iguana. So, to be honest, like, all those would be fantastic picks. And honestly, my heart would love to say Sol Ruka for this one. Absolutely. But I'm going to be going with my mind for this one. And I'm going with the name who I haven't mentioned yet, but has been shafted so much since her arrival to NXT. That, of course, being Jordynne Grace. How the fuck has Jordynne Grace not won the NXT Women's title yet? How the fuck has that not happened yet? Like, you're giving all this time to fucking JC, but yet you don't want to give it to Jordynne. Even though Jordynne is one of the absolute best on the roster. And yes, people are saying, oh, she should be called up, blah, 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 blah. I would not call her up until she gets her title run. Full on. Just like with Julia, just like with Stephanie, just like with those major signings. She's part of the major signings. She's part of that group. And you know what happened with all them? They won the NXT Women's title. Jordynne hasn't. So it's like, how the fuck hasn't Jordynne won the belt yet? It's just ridiculous to me. And honestly, Jordynne Grace should absolutely win Iron Survivor and go on to win the NXT Women's title. Because, oh, I don't know. It just makes sense. It just does. So, yeah, but, man, this last one, I'll tell you, folks, John Cena might have stacked the men's Iron Survivor match a bit too well. Because, good lord, this lineup is insane. We have Miles Bourne, Javon Evans, Joe Hendry, Dion Lennox, and the TNA X Division champion, Leon Slater. Wow, what a lineup here. I mean, we've got a TNA star competing in Iron Survivor for the first time. We've got the man that you say his name and he appears. You've got one of the members of Dark State. You got quite possibly one of the best in-ring competitors signed to any company right now, Javon. And you've got Miles Bourne, who has been very impressive since, well, No Quarter Catch Crew. So, honestly, guys, this is one hell of a lineup. So, Beast, what do you make of the men's Iron Survivor Challenge?
So here's the thing. I have a couple thoughts. Number one, wapacha. I think Joe Hendry should win. And that is my prediction.
Oh.
I think Joe Hendry should absolutely fucking win this. And I will tell you why. Because going back to when we were talking about Oba versus Ricky, I said I'd like to see Ricky hold the Telltale Stand and Deliver unless the person who wins the men's Iron Survivor Challenge beats him at New Year's Evil. If Joe Hendry wins the Iron Survivor Challenge, that is the man that should beat Ricky Saints at New Year's Evil. Joe Hendry should win this match and become the new NXT champion at New Year's Evil. 1,000%. However, if anybody else, and yes, even Javon Evans, I love Javon to death, anybody else were to win this match, they should lose at New Year's Evil, and then Ricky should lose the title at Stand and Deliver. I love Javon. I love Leon Slater. Miles Bourne's really rad. I like Dark State as a group. Dion Lennox is fine. I just prefer them as a group, and I really like Shaquan Sugars the most, because Lucky Ali's the fucking dude, shouts out. DPW, Lucky Ali based. And in fact, we got two DPW pretty much OGs and alumni in Javon Evans and Saquon Sugars in NXT right now is really, really rad. Anyway, neither here nor there.
as well. I mean, DPW situation obviously happened with them where they are apparently
True.
going on hiatus. So, hey, at
For
least
true. Deadlock forever. DPW forever.
yeah, at least this is a nice call for them to make.
It is for true, and that's. I mean, I like Dion Lennox, but man, if Saquon Sugars was in this, I think that'd be even more rad. Just to that'd be cool. But again, that's neither here nor there. Joe Hendry should absolutely win. Joe Hendry is my pick, 100%, because he should go on to New Year's Evil and become the NXT champion. If anybody else wins this match, even Javon, I fucking love Javon, they should lose, and then Ricky should lose the title at Stand and Deliver. But I got Joe Hendry, man. I really got Joe Hendry. I would absolutely give this match to Joe Hendry and give him the NXT title at New Year's Evil. If they don't, rad, that's fine. Don't have that person win the title at New Year's Evil, though. Because it should be Joe Hendry, in my opinion. Say his name and he fucking appears. That's the dude. Which, also, real quick, also love to see Joe Hendry getting a big stage on him as well. I've been a fan of this motherfucker since WCPW, What Culture Pro Wrestling, back in, 2017, when he was, even before he was in the Prestige, right?
Yeah,
when he was the
2016.
local hero. Yeah. When he was the local hero with fucking, Joseph Connors, bro. Like, that tag team was fantastic. If you just got into Joe Hendry and TNA, go back and watch some of his stuff from WCPW. If you've just seen the smiling, laughing, singing songs Joe Hendry, and you want to see him be a dick, go back to What Culture Pro Wrestling and watch him in the Prestige. And him in the team with Joseph Connors even was a little bit of a douche. Like, their theme song, look up the theme song if you haven't heard it, was a play on Across the Nation, the Raw theme song. It was the Union Underground, Across the Nation. It was a play, Joe Hendry's music, yeah, and Joseph Connors. And it was like, Joseph Connors felt like an afterthought in it because the whole thing was like hyping up Joe Hendry. It was great. And Joseph Connors was just in like a little bit of the song. It was fantastic. So even then, Joe Hendry was a little bit of a dickhead. But then Joe Hendry, if you've only seen babyface Joe Hendry, watch him in the Prestige when he turned heel. And it was him, Ligero, Travis Banks, and like two other people that I'm forgetting. I think one Martin Kirby wasn't in it. I forget who. But goddamn, dude, the Prestige ran roughshod over WCPW, and Joe Hendry was the leader of that motherfucker, and he was such a dick. He was so good. Like, if you don't think Joe Hendry can be a decent heel, you haven't seen Joe Hendry in the Prestige. I've been a fan of that son of a bitch since then, dude. Like, he is absolutely legendary, and I love seeing Joe Hendry finally getting his moment in the sun, not just in TNA, but in WWE. As a person who has been a fan of him for almost 10 years, holy shit, that is crazy to say. I love seeing Joe Hendry finally getting his just desserts, and he should get it even more by winning the Iron Survivor Challenge and winning the NXT title at New Year's Evil. Say his name, and he fucking appears. And that's also in his theme song when it says Joe Hendry's the prestigious one. It's a callback to him being in the Prestige. It's all connected, ladies and gentlemen, and goddamn, Joe Hendry should win here and become the NXT champion. The motherfucker is cool as shit. Give him his moment in the sun. He deserves it.
Oh, I love your thinking there with that. HeelBalor, I'll go with you next. Who have you got with the men's Iron Survivor Challenge?
I honestly don't know how I'm going to top whatever the heck Beast just said, because that was awesome. That was good. I'm sure everybody else is going to come up with great picks as well. The field is loaded. Javon Evans, Leon Slater, Joe Hendry, Dion Lennox, and Miles Bourne. A field is stacked. And again, I love the Iron Survivor matches because it's chaotic, it's crazy, it's fun, it's a great concept. And this, just like the women, is going to slap. This is going to be incredible, man. Javon Evans, this dude is literally insane. He has won me over immediately these past few months and about a year, something like that, since he's been in WWE. He is great. He's athletic. He can cut promos. He's good. Leon Slater from TNA, from what I have seen, Again, great talent, can fly, my kind of guy, good stuff. Joe Hendry. I didn't know about Joe Hendry like in WCPW or and stuff like that. I knew Joe Hendry through Beast, Steeps, and you, Tyler. And you guys taught me about Joe Hendry and the theme song and all that. And immediately I was like, okay, this guy's cool. He is funny. He can talk. And he's over as heck. And I know a lot of people don't like him. Fuck those people. And also, if you don't like Joe Hendry, that's completely fine. But I really do like the guy. He is great at what he does. Dion Lennox from Dark State. Again, he's cool. He's cool. I believe he gave over his tag team championship this past week on NXT, which is pretty cool to be in this match, to go at the NXT championship. Good stuff. And Miles Bourne. This dude is also great at what he does, man. He got shot at the NXT championship this year. Of course, he lost to Bubba Fett. That match was still fun. I don't care. That was still a fun show. And yeah, like I said, the field is stacked, and any one of these dudes could win the match, and I would not be upset. Like, I'm gonna go with Miles Bourne. I'm going with Miles Bourne to win this match. Granted, will he win the title? Probably not. But yeah, like everyone else, like again, I think I'll take a page out of Beast's book. Whoever wins this match, I don't think is winning the championship belt. I think I really think that the the whole thing with that is going to be they're going to lose the championship match and go on to just lose. So my pick is going to be excuse me. My pick is going to be Miles Bourne.
Quite interesting there with your mindset with that one. Like, absolutely quite interesting there with that. Steep, I'll go with you next. What do you make of the men's Iron Survivor Challenge?
This one is definitely like wow. Like, that's all I just gotta say. Just wow. It's you look at the caliber of people that are in there, and you really, it's really gonna cook, dude. Like it really has a lot to it, and I'm excited for this match. Definitely has a lot of people in here that have that caliber, that have that God, I hate this fucking term, but aura. No, God, I'm becoming one of those people. But um, I really think that. Oh man, I can't even like express the way this is gonna go, dude. It really is just gonna be good. It really is gonna be something to look forward to. And honestly, I'm left without a prediction, and I really just don't know who to pick from here. But honestly, my top two people that I would go with would be between Javon Evans and Joe Hendry, because Javon's long overdue for winning the NXT championship. Man, I've been asking for that ever since Alba was champion. But honestly, because he is extremely over and he really does have a lot to him, and he deserves something like this, especially winning this year, then going on to, I said earlier by Beast, that big stage, that audience filled arena, definitely give it to Joe Hendry. That dude is a star. He is, you know, he's next, dude. It is his time. Like, he's really coming up, dude. Um, I don't really know how else to put it, but that dude, man, it's Joe Hendry's show now, dude.
Ooh, I'm intrigued there what you're thinking there for sure. And Leo, who have you got with the men's Iron Survivor Challenge?
Uh, this one to me is probably the hardest because like I can see any of these guys winning, but unfortunately, I don't see them winning at New Year's Evil. I think Rick is going to hold on to it for a lot longer. I think until Stand and Deliver. Like Dion Lennox, like he's good in the ring. I'm not really into the whole like dark state thing. I've said it. I don't know if I've said this before or not. Like dark state, I just can't take seriously. Like, there are times that they want to be serious, but then come off as too goofy. and then with their entrance and the way they act, I'm like, all I see is like a a somewhat like more competent retribution, but at least like I can see the guy is going somewhere. Uh, Leon Slater, I like the dude. Like I don't know a whole lot about him. I didn't really know him until like this year, but like he's young, he's talented. Uh, Same with Javon Evans. I immediately became a fan when when he first showed up. I'm like, huh, wonder who this kid is. And then once I see him wrestle, like, oh my god, I think I like him now. And then Miles Bourne, like, I always just saw him as the like one of no quarter catch crew, and I'm he's decent in the ring, but then once he kind of showed more of his personality and who he is, I'm like, I can get behind him. And then being there at Battleground, and I saw him go up against Dolba, and like, okay, this kid is gonna go somewhere. And then Joe Hendry, I love Joe Hendry, just like Beast. I've been a fan of him as far as WCPW at the very beginning. Like, as soon as he showed up, and he's like trying to and like the first match I see of is him and Big Damo. Like, yeah, I think I like this dude, and then I became more of a fan of him. I'm like, oh, he makes his own songs and he makes them make fun of his opponents. I don't know what it is. I just like that. Uh, and over the years, I've grown to be more and more of a fan of his, and then like I'm like, you know what? No, I love this dude. I love the dude. Like you cannot make me dislike him. And as much as I would like for Joe Hendry to win this Iron Survivor, I think they're gonna hold off on it. He's not gonna win. To me, I think Javon Evans is gonna win this, and him and Ricky Saints are gonna go into New Year's Evil and put on a hell of a show. But unfortunately, Javon will not win there. He will win this match, but he's not gonna win there. If anything, Ricky Saints probably hold on to it till April and drop it there to Joe Hendry. If it was up to me, I would say skip Stand and Deliver, put the NXT title match on WrestleMania because Joe Hendry was at WrestleMania this year. It was like kind of like a bit of a downgrade, like from like, hey, he was a world champion going to WrestleMania this year to then being on the show right before it. It's like, hey, he's big enough. I think you can just do the match there, but I don't control the booking. So I'm just gonna say Javon Evans wins this Iron Survivor to go on and face Ricky at New Year's Evil.
I do like your thinking there. Definitely some smart insight, I would say. Honestly, for me, like, when it comes to this match, this lineup is incredible. I mean, John Cena has done a great job picking the names, and especially since some of these names are names you wouldn't really think of to get, like, an opportunity at the world title sort of thing, but you know what? Definitely a great call with some of these names. I mean, Miles Bourne, formerly of No Quarter Catch Crew, he's definitely impressed me since I first saw him. Like, he definitely has a lot of potential for him, and like, I don't know if he'll be world champion material just yet. I could see him winning the North American title soon, but honestly, he is very damn good. Joe Hendry, say his name and he appears. One of the absolute best in the game. And just like many of you guys, I first found out about him through WCPW, through all the hype there of the company being built sort of thing. I looked into him, looked into his stuff in ICW, and honestly, the guy, he is incredible. He could go. And like seeing like his run as a babyface, then of course the moment at True Legacy, I think it was, where, or not True Legacy, True Destiny. It was something with the word true in it, where he took down a fair few people and turned to the darker side. And then led to the Prestige, which then transitioned into a heel run ICW for a bit. Then he went to ROH for a bit, and then he went to TNA, and that's when he exploded in popularity. That's when he became such a major player. I know a few people who may not be the biggest fans of him, but come on, guys, it's Joe freaking Hendry. He's one of the actual best sort of in-ring competitors on the NXT roster. I mean, he competed in the bloody Commonwealth Games. What more is there to even say? Like, for him to represent his bloody country like that, at such a major sort of important sort of stage like that, come on. He means business, folks. He really does. Dion Lennox, member of Dark State. Dark State, they've definitely grown on me a fair bit, for sure. Like, yeah, they are still definitely in that retribution sort of mold, but while there ain't no slapjack in the group, I am very much impressed with them, and I think Dion, he's got big things in his future. I think I could see him winning the North American title for sure with there. Now, Leon Slater. Oh, Leon Slater is one of the absolute best in the game right now. Like, his Swanton 450 is insane. I mean, the guy, he can go. I mean, he's the youngest in charge in TNA. He is the X Division champion for a reason. And I really could see him winning the TNA World title in the near future. Maybe even from Frankie Kazarian. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I really could see it. However, I think for who I think is going to win the Men's Iron Survivor, I've got Javon Evans. I think it makes all the sense in the world to give it to Javon. Like, after that performance in the Last Time Is Now tournament, which, still bullshit how Gunther won that. Honestly, like, yeah, Javon, he absolutely is ready to be a world champion. He absolutely is. And I don't care if it's Stand and Deliver, New Year's Evil, Vengeance Day, Roadblock. I don't care when it is. Put the belt on him. Javon absolutely should be the next top face of NXT. Like, he absolutely should be the next top face of NXT, because he's that damn good. He's got all the charisma in the world, and yeah, the guy's incredible. My goodness, folks, I'll tell you, Roadblock, it is a stacked show, a stacked card. It's just overall stacked, and
Deadline. You said Roadblock.
damn it. Yeah, Deadline. God damn it. I got my NXT pay-per-views or specials confused. God damn NXT with all your different names. I mean, Roadblock was in December once before, but still, that doesn't matter. The point is, Deadline this weekend is going to be fantastic. I'm very excited. We're all very excited, and it is going to be very damn good. Wouldn't you say, guys?
You're goddamn right it is. I am pumped like a motherfucker. And if you wouldn't mind, Tylor, could I see us off this week as well?
You know what, man? Might as well.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, guys, gals, and non-binary pals, we are the losers, and this is our lounge. We hope you enjoyed listening to our wonderful predictions for NXT TakeOver Deadline. I am the Skull King Beast Mode 9000 for the fan of combat Steep, for the heelest of Balor's HeelBalor, for Leo the Phenom, and for Mr. MGB himself, Tylor. Again, we are the losers, and this is our lounge. Too sweet. Peace out. Goodbye. Mwah. And good night. Bang.
6-7.
Damn it.
Bastard.